Alright, so this is what a pretty horrible landing looks like, and I'm going to explain why I think it was so bad. So I start turning my base, and I think I just started it a little too short. It's a new airport, so I don't think I gauged it properly. And as I'm turning to final, clearly I'm not aligned with the runway, and my airspeed's not the best, and this is pretty much just an unstable approach. So I'll let you guys hear how bad it actually was. Yeah, so it was obviously really bad. Pretty much took it on the chin. My instructor's kind of laughing but correcting me at the same time. And you kind of just got to shake it off, bro. Do it again. Here with my girl. Doing some exercise, the only exercise you can do right now, pretty much. You know what that means. How you feeling, baby?
Feel good.
How good?
Pregnant.
So this is probably one of our favorite things to do ever since we moved here. It's cool after a day of flights. Today was cool. I went all the way to Pahokee, but my landing was trash. I actually slammed it. But yeah, bro, it's just cool. It's just cool. You know, God has been really good to us and answering a couple of prayers. More than one, to be honest. Alright, so this is what a proper landing should look like. I'm in the downwind right now, and I'm giving myself enough space before I turn to base. Obviously, I'm not eating up the entire pattern, but I'm just giving myself enough space so that when I turn, I know that when I start to turn to final, I'll be properly aligned, as you can tell. Aligned with the runway, my altitude's good, my airspeed's good, went over all my checklists, so now all I gotta do pretty much is land the thing, and this is how it went. Bro, it really doesn't get much better than that. You know what I'm saying? You heard that rooster screaming, and the confidence it gives you. Like, anytime I land like this, I feel so good. I feel like I can put another baby my way. I'm driving to the airport again for my second session today, which is cool. On days like today, not always, but every once in a while, my instructor will have availability to fly twice, and I will have availability to fly twice too. Tonight we're gonna do a night cross country from northern Miami to Venice. So I'm excited, it's gonna be cool. But I did want to talk a little bit about check rides while I'm still fresh. I passed my instrument check ride about 2 weeks ago, and it was intense, dude. I'm not gonna lie, it was very intense. So if you're not aware, there's two parts to a check ride. There's the oral, which basically you're just sitting across from your examiner and he's asking you questions. The best way to think about it is like it's a conversation between two pilots, but they're asking you questions. They're trying to trip you up, if I'm being honest. Like, you know, they're doing what they have to do. They each have their own style, but it's just a lot of questions, a lot of going back and forth. It doesn't have to be perfect on your end, but you just have to be confident in your answers and show the examiner that you know what you're talking about. And then there's the flight portion, which usually I'm way more relaxed about. Personally, the oral portion is the intense part of it for me. Like, that's where I get a little nervous. And then the flight, I get nervous as well, but not as nervous as the oral portion. But yeah, man, look, I'm gonna tell you something that most people won't say straight up. Like, yo, what do I need to know for my check ride? What do I need to, whatever? You need to know everything for your check ride. For your written exam, you can get away doing certain things, like there's Shepherd Air, right? And there's Prepware for private pilot, where it's basically all the same exact questions from the actual question bank that the FAA is gonna ask you. So you can go and memorize, but when it comes to your actual check ride, bro, it's just better that you know everything. And I'm talking about everything. If you're at a point where you're about to take a check ride and you're kind of wondering what you should focus on the most, focus on everything, bro, honestly. Go through the ACS, it's all there. Like what they're technically supposed to ask you is literally all in the ACS. You know, I know it's annoying. I know it's like, oh, but is there an easier way? Better safe than sorry. Just get ready as best as you can and you should be good.
Oh, look at this. It's perfect. Nice and strong.
Bro, God has been so good. You know, today we went to go see the baby, and I'm just so thankful to God, honestly. Like, me and my girl have been praying for this for a while, you know, and just really, really, really excited about it. My wife is really excited about it too. They did the blood test to figure out like a bunch of genetic stuff and then the gender as well, but I promised my brother that I was gonna wait until going to the official gender reveal party to see the gender. So I'm gonna be waiting, and I'm just really just thankful. You know, everything seems to be okay right now. The heart is beating nice and strong, so that's all that matters. Yeah, that being said, on my way to jiu-jitsu right now. I'm excited. I'm really gonna try to push the pace today, hamstring hurting or not. I'm gonna try to push the pace. It's something funny about like going to jiu-jitsu, because you have to maintain a humble attitude, but also you have to hold yourself to a standard, you know? Like, you can't just be half-ass rolling and not put in full effort, you know? Like, okay, if you get submitted, you get submitted, but are you even trying? You know what I'm saying? And then, you know, when it comes to your ranking too, like, you also gotta put some respect on your belt and put some respect on yourself too, and make it known like, yo, you know, I'm a purple belt. I'm supposed to be a hard roll. I'm not going to be an easy roll. There shouldn't be blue belts like excited to roll with me because they think they're going to get the best of me. If they do, they do. Whatever, it is what it is. But like, my goal was never to be like untappable or undefeated on the mats. Like, my goal is always to be a tough round. Like, I just always wanted to make sure anytime someone rolls with me, whether they tap me more than I tap them or whatever it is, I just want them to be like, yeah, that's a good round.
I don't want to finish like this. I want to keep him controlled and kill his engine, which is his hips. I want to lean towards his hips. Oh, you're talking about holding you? I think that full weight help. You're almost to your stomach. You're almost to your stomach. Time.